Hey, what's going on YouTube channel? Stars down there again. Go hard, go home. I'm here again watching these fresh and fit freaking losers. I'm just go ahead and tell y'all, like, you know what I'm saying, it's becoming my opinion that this Myron Gaines guy is a disgrace to manhood. This man is never going to understand women. He's never going to understand anything that's going on. And on this video right here, I caught a few pieces of somebody else's reaction, and I said I was going to watch it myself. But this guy here, Destiny, the blue-haired guy, I went on his channel and found the original video. It's a doggone shame when you're supposed to be a freaking alpha male that you got a guy in a blue fucking wig schooling you about women. Y'all hit that subscribe button for me, subscribe button. Because I don't do that Cash App, all that, like these losers right here, they asking for money and begging for money, but ain't no blue-haired dude got to tell me about women. I don't want your money. I don't want no Cash Apps. I don't want no Patreons, none of that type of stuff right there. Because this information needs to be free. People need to see that this shit is dumb and understand what a real man don't look like. Myron Gaines is not a real man. He ain't never going to be a real man. I don't think so. He can change, but I don't think so. We're gonna get into this. We're going to watch this blue-haired guy rip him a new asshole pretty much in a nice way. So y'all sit back and relax. Hit that subscribe button. Damn it, that dog with my doggone country ass mouth. That subscribe button. And let's watch this jump. Hey, Myron Gaines a loser, y'all. Y'all better start understanding. You do what this dude do, you're going to get to where he's at. Let's roll.
That's no question. Now you gotta answer.
You put the girls on the hotspot all the time, but you guys fuck somebody no strings attached.
Do that, but why do that?
The ultimate level of black pill, in my opinion.
If women play games first, don't you think that's because there's a certain, view that you guys portray on us? We don't want to look as whores. So then it's like, it's kind of a lose-lose for us. So if we play games, we're losing. If we're straight up, we're losing. So where do we even go with that?
Well, I mean, most women tend not to care about male body count, right? Because when people see a woman with a high body count, they think lack of control. When you see a man with a high body count, you think this guy's in control, right? He's capable of achieving a lot, right?
Agree.
Now, however, I think body count matters to women, but I think it comes up in a different way. So here's a question I have, and I could be wrong, right? But let's say that you have a guy and you start dating, you start talking to him, and you find out that he has a lot of women friends, and then after you start dating, you find out that he's a lot of them. Are you okay with him texting, DMing, still being friends with these women, or going around that?
Good question. We'll go around the table now.
For men.
Okay, so
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I guess. I mean, if he's not on that bullshit and talking to them in some type of way, I don't know. I probably wouldn't. Knowing me, I probably wouldn't be okay with it.
Okay. What about you?
No, not okay with it.
Okay.
It's a no for me, dog.
It's a no for me, dog. Randy Jackson. But did you say before that you would be okay with your guy exercising options?
That is the reason why I'm single.
Because you make no sense?
No, I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it. That's why I'm single.
So you're not okay with the man exercising options?
Listen, I would, but I can't handle it.
What?
Okay, now here's the deal. Let me get my water. This is what Myron's dumb ass can't understand because he's a fucking idiot. All right? Women know that this shit is going on. They don't fucking like it. That is the thing. See, if these guys are real fucking alpha males, they will fucking understand that women understand this shit going on. They don't like it. They try to deal with it, but they can't. But see, look at his face right now. You see this shit right here? Confused. And that's what you're going to be if you act like this fucking dumbass dude. He's confused about women, don't know shit. Even when they weren't telling him in his fucking face what's going on, he still can't get it. Yeah. Let's keep this shit rolling. I understand exactly what it is, and I'm explaining it to you. I heard what she said. She's also in another situation where, okay, most guys do this shit, especially the ones that we like. So no, I just don't deal with nobody. Which is half of y'all fucking problem anyway, you dumb fucks. But let's go ahead. This nigga right here, Myron Gaines, is a fucking loser. But let's keep watching him. He's crazy.
Would maybe if I was a little bit more mature, I would be able to
men just
be okay with it.
women.
But I am not mature enough to handle it. I know that I'm not mature enough to handle it right now. So no.
By definition, you can't accept it.
I can't accept it. Maybe in the future, I would.
Right now, no, be present.
That's gonna be when she done got old and she might take it then, but not now while she's young. Which the Myron Gaines should already understand that. But that's why most of y'all guys are gonna lose, because this type of shit right here exists. But Myron doesn't understand it, so he can't tell you how to deal with it. Nah.
The present time at 12:43 in the morning.
Okay.
Bruh.
I would not want him talking to girls that he's been fucking with, is what I'm saying. If it was like once or twice, okay, and they have no ties to him, I'll be okay with letting it go. But if it's like an everyday thing, like you're gonna see this person constantly,
or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or
The
no.
answer is no. She will not accept.
if it's like a threesome here and there, like I would, yes.
No, we got
But
it.
if it's like a constant everyday thing, no.
Right. And then guys like
I see what these guys don't understand is a lot of women are becoming polygamous. Listen to what a woman just said. If he's just doing some bullshit with them every now and again, I might let that go. But if it's every day and he's courting them, I don't want to do that. See, these guys right here can't understand that kind of shit because they're fucking dumb. They call themselves alpha males, but these are betas. I'm telling you right now, they're betas. These are the same guys that dog on high school as you take the fucking lunch money from. They cannot get women because they are dumb to what women are going through. And the blue-haired guy's about to get in his ass in about a few minutes here.
yo, this is why so many guys struggle
confusing,
with
bro.
girls, bro.
This is confusing.
See, but
It's
here's the thing.
confusing.
I don't know if y'all noticed this.
I know I'm confusing.
I don't mean
I know
to
I'm
make her a
confusing.
case study on this, but I don't know if you guys noticed she's been flip-flopping her answers based on how she feels at the moment that we ask her the question.
Yo, your poor baby.
And this is what I mean when I say that women a lot of the times have to make their answers based on how they feel when a particular question is asked or how they feel at the moment of the environment around them.
No, you dumbass. You don't have to explain that. We've been knowing that for years. How do you deal with that? You don't. You just got to be in the moment. You just got to be in the moment. So sitting there thinking that, oh, this is crazy. Well, if I ask you this 5 minutes later, see if you that kind of guy, you stupid already. Because here's the deal. If you're the smart guy, if you're the alpha male, you already understand that 5 minutes later, her mind may have fucking changed. So you just got to deal with it. And if you can't, I get that, but being confused about it is just dumb. That's like knowing that your car needs gas in it and then you wondering why you got to put something in there when you run out. It's dumb. Just that dumb.
Right?
I think there's something to be said for how confidently men will answer questions though when they don't know what they're talking about, right? So she's obviously like waffling back and forth, but you'll have a guy like really confidently say some shit like, I'd never date a woman who's 24 with a body count of 50. But I guarantee you, he might say that, but if the right girl walks through that door and she's a 9 or 10, like the guy will suck it up and do it 100%. So even though a guy might give
Changes
a
his
confident
mind.
answer, right? Given the right circumstance, he'll probably be willing to bend or change too, I think.
See, he getting his ass busted by a fucking dude with a blue wig on. And the dude with the blue wig on is fucking right. He's right. You got these guys saying all this junk. I won't do this. I won't do that. I won't do this. I won't do that. But you change the circumstance of certain shit, they'll do it. And the dude with the blue wig is right. There's no way you an alpha male and the doggone weirdo in the blue wig should be able to down talk you or tell you anything like this. He shouldn't be able to have any points against Myron, but he does because Myron ain't worth shit. He ain't worth the damn air he breathing for real.
He'll make that decision and say what's on his mind at that moment.
At that time, sure.
He's not gonna flip flop and I don't know how I feel about this, and then like let their feelings go ahead 100%, like dictate how they're going to answer a
But
question.
I'm pretty concrete on the fact that
She's not sure.
I
Sorry.
no.
No, she answered you concrete. She answered the dude concrete. He wants to know. She said no. If it's this way, no. If it's this way, I might think about it. That's a concrete fucking answer. If you ain't smart enough to see that's a concrete answer, it is. There's two options there. Yes, there were. But it was a full, complete freaking answer. If it's this way, no. If it's that way, I'll think about it. That's a fucking answer. This is why y'all ain't got no game like y'all keep talking about, because y'all listen to motherfuckers like Myron who really ain't got no game, period. This is why you can't. This is why when you see him, you saw my Brittany Renner video, you saw him in the video with Cheyenne that I did, he cannot respond to women and talk to them in certain ways because he don't understand certain things that's going on with them. But I just understood that. I can sit here and have this conversation with women and not get damn confused. They can't do that.
Listen.
And you really said men are just as delusional.
I think the only concrete is that you're not concrete.
Honestly,
Waffle House.
if he was gonna have a constant relationship with this woman, no. If it's like a once in a time thing where
I just got done saying this shit before this broad said it to get out of her mouth. She's giving them a concrete answer. She's like, I'm answering the question. I'm answering you. But they're like, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because these bitch ass dudes don't even understand what the hell is going on coming out of her mouth. That's why they got to jerk off all the time and pay for fucking women.
we have threesomes or like, you know, I would be okay with that.
If it's your ex, if you're fucking her, she's got to kick rocks, or you're gonna kick rocks. I'm not putting up with that shit. I'm not gonna put myself through that shit. I will stress myself out.
Okay. So he can't talk to his ex with you.
I'm sure dog gonna say no though. Okay, but
fair enough. What about you?
Fuck that.
I mean, I wouldn't like it, but you know, humans are unique and there's different situations, and you know, there is like there has to be a respect towards me, you know, about it. Like some guy could be best friends with a girl for lifelong, and
now see this little loser right here, Snacko, whatever his name is, the Snack Master, Snick, whatever. Then you need to sneak and go to a college. Now he agrees with this woman, but she's saying the same thing the other woman said. Oh my freaking God. She's saying the same thing the other woman just said. Okay, in certain situations. But this and that, no. That's what the other girl just said. That's what the other girl just said. She's saying it in a little bit different way. But it's what she just said. Y'all, these people are dumb. They are a waste of fucking skin and a waste of doggone air. That doggone Myron is a waste of air. And Fresher Fit, that fit guy, I don't even know his name, the other one. Barbados, I just call him that. I don't know his real name. I don't think nobody do. It's like Batman and Robin. Nobody cares about Robin. But hey.
You know, whatever, they did their thing one time, and
just one time.
Whatever, he introduces me to her, we become friends. Like there's situations where you can be okay with it.
True. Okay.
And yeah, of course you're not gonna like it as a female, but if there's a common respect, and things happen, we're all human beings.
Okay.
I want to say that answer, I would be careful because women will say that. But as soon as you guys get into a fight and he's talking to that woman and he's like, man, I got into a fight with Tony today. Oof, that shit goes crazy.
Exactly. See, the blue-haired dude is right again. While Sneako's sitting here talking about he likes what she's saying, the blue-haired dude is understanding that, oh no, that is a trap. That's a trap. As soon as they get in a fight, that shit's out the window. She said that now. I keep telling you they will change their mind in 5 minutes. These guys should be understanding that already, but they don't get it. They think they're showing something by doing these type of things right here. What they're showing is they waste time talking to women about shit that we already know is going on. Or you should. If you can't understand these things about women, you so far behind the power curve that you just need to be left alone anyway. That's where I see it.
But that's where the respect comes in. Like, our arguments should be private. You shouldn't be running to a girl that you fuck.
What were you gonna say? What?
That men don't know how to keep that boundary.
What boundary in particular?
Like, for example, like how she said that he had a best friend, they fucked once or twice, and then they got into an argument, and he's over here talking to her about the situation
it's not that men don't know how to keep it. They just don't give a fuck about it.
They don't give a fuck. Exactly. They don't give a fuck about it.
They know they're doing something right. That's why when you look at your guy, and every single time, it's like some NASA like GPS repositions his phone every time you look over. It's because he knows he's doing something dumb.
Of course.
Every time. Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yo, Sneako.
Wow, the blue-haired guy can get the women more than the doggone alpha males can, huh? These guys are a joke. These guys are a joke.
You okay?
I'm great.
Look like you're in love, man.
I know, man.
Yes, sir.
Are you bricked up?
Don't worry about it, man. Why you putting me on the spot? It's out fresh, out wingman. Bad wingman, fresh as LBC.
What about you?
No. That's sad. Because like
Fritz.
The relationship is dead or the girls are dead? Let's clarify.
like no, like really though, like if I'm with you, like you okay with me being cool with my nigga friends and I'm my nigga friends, like
Yeah.
like
Niggas like, yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
They
be
come.
for real. Like, you
real,
okay
like-
with me, my homeboys, and you still, like, I'm still cool with my homeboys, and you want me to still be cool with you, your homegirls, and y'all cool and tight? Like, no, that's that.
All right, let me ask you a question though. Would you? Let's say you're with a guy that you like, you love and you admire, right, and you respect him. Would you realistically want to have sex with other men?
Excuse me?
Let's say you're with a man that you love and you admire and you respect. Would you realistically want to have sex with other men?
Most.
See, and you can't even grasp it, right?
No, like,
if you're with a man, your boyfriend, fiance, whatever.
Talking about you can't grasp it. Shut the fuck up, nigga. She just told you what it is. This is fucking goddamn dumb. Oh, this nigga's stupid. This man is a disgrace to fucking manhood. She just said, look, you wouldn't be cool with me fucking my dude, homeboys. So why should I be cool with that? He didn't answer that question. But let's see what goes on.
You love him, you respect him. Would it even come to your mind to have sex with other dudes?
no, I don't want to have sex with nobody else.
Okay, now, let me flip it. If that guy's in a relationship with you and he loves you, you know what the reality is? He wants to have sex with other girls.
I'm sure of it.
Okay, so.
You're right.
So when
because
he thinks, this dude thinks he's telling women some kind of reality that they have not known for fucking years. This guy's a dumbass. You think that you are schooling women to this shit? That this shit been going on for thousands of years, homie. You think you telling them something new? That's what I don't like about this shit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's dumb. I watch it and I show it, but what I'm doing right now is I'm showing y'all this right here. If you keep following this red pill bullshit, you are going to become a dumbass who does not understand women, like Myron. This you're going to become. There's going to be a guy in a blue wig who gets to women more than you. And that's going to be a doggone shame.
So what you're arguing right now, saying, well, that's like me having sex with my homeboys. Well, not really, because you don't want to. You don't really want to do that.
On my behalf, no.
Okay, you would not want it.
No.
Okay. But you do understand.
Now, see what she did right there? She just shut his dumb ass down because she's like, "Oh, this raggedy dude gonna keep going with this shit," and I'm not even talking about that. And I asked him this right here, but he won't answer that. So you said, "No, what?" My answer, no. She just shut you the fuck down. That's what just happened. She don't want to talk to you no more because you're a geek. And you sound like a loser. You don't understand women, and she's already understanding that.
That a guy, even if he loves you, wants to have sex with other girls.
Albion Online is a sandbox MMORPG in which you write your own story.
Most of the time.
You're right. Okay. Because that's just how that.
Yeah. So that's all I'm saying is because you were trying to say it's equal. Like, oh, well, that's like me having sex with my homeboys. And I'm trying to say it's not because you don't really want to have sex with them.
See, she's laughing at that shit. She's like, it's just how that, because that's how it goes. Like, you trying to tell me something new. See, but you red pill guys that watch that shit, the red pill guys watching that shit. Now I'm talking to my group, not the red pill dudes, because they ain't never going to get it. That's a subset of society, y'all. That's not men like the rest of us. These are fucking losers, okay? See, she's laughing like, yeah, I know that part. Because these guys think that the women don't know. That's because these guys don't know most stuff about women their own selves.
If you're with a man that you love, versus he's with you, he loves you, but he definitely...
Look at the look on her face, y'all. I want y'all to look across there and see that girl's face. This dude is a joke to her. And you gonna be a joke to women when you sound like this.
He still wants to have sex with his own girls. That's what I'm trying to say.
She understands really. She understands really like, yeah, both. Okay.
I think she
sounds like, yeah.
I'm just saying men and women are different. Like,
really, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, women naturally don't want to be hoes if they're with the guy that they love, admire, and respect.
You of course not. You're right. But a dude would definitely still have love for the girl, but he still want to hoe up. Like, he still want to, fuck up.
Period.
And I get that. It's just, that's just how it should be. Like, for real. Like, in real life.
Not every guy.
No. Not every guy. You're right.
Not every guy. Not in real life either.
You're right. Not every guy is the same.
Let me ask you a question. If you know that guys want to do that, would you be okay with your guy stepping out? Knowing the reality that most guys just want to have multiple women. Would you be okay with that, knowing that? Now that you understand the reality.
What? In that situation, that's where you gotta know what type of what you're looking for in the dude, like what you wanna put up with, what you wanna deal with.
Have you ever had a dream?
Well, my question to you is, I want to try to get a direct answer here. Is no,
she just gave you one, you dumb fuck. At that point, I'm deciding if I want to do that or not. She just told your dumb ass. See, this This is what I hate, man. These guys are fucking disgrace to manhood. Ooh, they make me sick. They are fucking women. Let's go.
Knowing that most men want to have sex with most girls, I'm saying if you're with the guy that you love and you respect, are you willing to put up with that? Knowing that there's a high likelihood it'll happen.
I'm not for you if you want to do that. No.
So you want a man to be monogamous to you only?
Yeah, pretty much.
If it's 100, if it's real, you right. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, you want him to be monogamous to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
like really, she needs that. I told you that 5 times already.
I think there's to be clear. I think there's a difference.
Some women are willing to do anything to keep you monogamous to them, like just faithful to them.
I just think
we suck you dry every single day to keep you.
I think you should clarify your question.
Yeah.
When you say, because when you say your man wants to,
let's get the real expert. There's only one male that's an expert that's sitting on the panel right now, and it's the dude with the blue hair. That's a goddamn shame. I don't know if y'all can see this, but that's bullshit. If you can't see it, that's because you a loser. There's only one guy here that understands the freaking women, and it's the dude with the blue hair.
Another woman. That can be two very different things. Does he like fantasize about like other people sometimes? Because I'm sure even most women will fantasize about like a celeb or whatever. Absolutely. Or do they want to like, would they, given the opportunity to step out and do it and not get caught, would they do it?
They would.
Yeah, sure. But I'm just saying those wants are two different things. So like when you say, would you want to be with a man who wants to fuck other women? Well, if you're saying like it's natural that every guy like has a fantasy or desire to, that's different than it's natural that every man will cheat. I think
yeah, but under the context of the conversation, how we pretexted him talking to those other girls and potentially having sex, I mean, I would assume she would infer that.
Potentially, yeah, but I'm saying like a woman saying that like I want a man that doesn't want any other woman, she's either retarded or that sentence makes perfect sense. It depends, right? Because if you're with a man, you don't ever want him to have desire for the woman.
When I said that, you understood that I meant he wants to be with other girls. He wants to other girls. You understood that, right?
Like will other girls given
given the opportunity, right? I mean, that's why she answered the way she did. Like no. So I think she understands it, but yeah, what?
No, we got you really like absolutely, we got you.
She like, do I? You see how this girl is? And every time Myron's talking to a woman, that's how women get. And that's how they're going to freaking do you. This is a disgrace to manhood, man. I wish this woman didn't have to sit there and look at men like this. But she's getting paid for it. So, hey, that's her deal. I give her that one. But I wish women didn't have to see guys like this. We need to find these jokers. We need to go straight 300 on these guys. Spartan society. Your ass is a weak ass man that don't understand women. We need to just take you somewhere and off your ass. Throw you over the middle of throw you off a damn mountain and call it a goddamn day.
This generation just crazy. That's crazy, man.
All I'm saying is that you want a guy to be monogamous to you, and I'm simply saying that's not realistic in most situations.
You're absolutely right. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
So why not adapt to reality and accept it?
You're right.
No, because she just said no. I don't want to do that. You're talking about adapt to this shit. She said no. She don't have to. That's the problem with the red pill shit. They're trying to force something on people that the people don't have to take. Don't have to do that shit. They're not accepting the reality that they're fucking losers and geeks. They think just because they got a bunch of money, they can go around and start telling women what to do, and women don't give a fuck about that. That's the problem with them.
Possible.
Yeah, cool. What about you? Would you be okay with your guy having his female friend still around that he had sex with in the past?
Never in a million years.
Please talk into the microphone.
Never in a million years. Never.
So the only reason I ask is because I think that sometimes when we ask questions, especially poll questions, I think that sometimes the answers can be a little bit one-dimensional, or there's another question asked. So like earlier we talked about how many partners does a person have, and are they likely to divorce? And it's like 0 and 1 are the best number of partners to have.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it could be that they're religiously they found the one.
Yeah, there's other variables.
And then same thing with this. So like, does a girl care about a guy with like a 50 or 100 body count? Like, typically, if you ask a girl, they're not going to say they care. But realistically, if you're known in a community as a boy, or if you've got a lot of girls that you're talking to, and your girlfriend finds out, because you're not going to tell her that you those girls, because no guy will say that. But if she finds out that you were one of those girls, like there a lot of problems tend to crop up to where the high body count guys do run into issues. You're just not going to show up in like a polling question.
I agree with this guy.
Okay, but that man, okay, that's a good point. But that man is inherently attractive to women.
Yeah, he will be. Yeah,
by virtue of.
I mean, there's a reason why he's fucking a lot of girls.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but like, And I always find it funny, like a guy that can fuck a lot of girls will sit here and lie and be like, I don't want a guy that has sex with a lot of girls, or I don't want a guy to be a whore, as they would say. But the reality is those guys are the most attractive, and those are the guys that women find irresistible, because if you're charming to one girl, well, women aren't really that special. You could be charming to a large majority of them as well.
Sure. It's like you're constantly playing these calculation games in your head, trying to figure out who you want. So like for a woman, like the perfect guy would be, right, a guy that's super attractive, but is like blind, doesn't see any other woman, right? That would be like the perfect guy.
And that's where the delusion comes in. Like I don't want to use her as an example, but she said, "Oh yeah, I know most guys are not going to be monogamous, but I expect monogamy."
Well, sure, but also most attractive women aren't going to be a virgin till 24, right?
Good.
You're right.
So, I mean,
Oh, he bust that dude in the head with that one. Yeah, but most attractive women ain't gonna be a virgin to 24. So what the fuck are you gonna do? See, now you as a man gotta accept that reality. This woman gonna have some bodies on her by the time you get to her. So you gotta accept the reality too. But no, Myron don't want to do that. Myron is delusional. Myron Gaines is freaking delusional, and the rest of the red pill men are too.
No, of course. The guy's got to be fairly, aware of that too. With that most girls are not. I would argue, right, that most girls, if you take an average 21-year-old female and an average 21-year-old male, the average 21-year-old female is going to be far more sexually experienced than the average 21-year-old.
You're damn right, you dumbass. That's why you should already know what the damn deal is. If you're so smart and you figured all the junk out, you should have figured out that women were having sex way before you were. They were getting hit on way before you were. You just can't explain to this. Red pill men are losers and freaking geeks. Myron Gaines is the leader of that.
Male, probably. That's what in today's day and age. Women just get more practice by virtue of being a woman, of dealing with the opposite gender, which makes them a lot better at dealing with men than men are dealing with women.
In this, I'm not even gonna let y'all, like, in this day and age, it's been proven, it's a known fact, like, men fuck more than women. Now,
not true at all.
Okay, but let's talk about my age group, the 21, 22-year-old.
Maybe the guys that you're talking to, but the average guy.
No. That's not the guys that I was talking to. What he brought up specifically was a 21-year-old male and a 21-year-old female. No, in this day and age, I disagree. In this day and age, I disagree, and I feel as though that a 21-year-old male definitely has more experience than a 21-year-old female.
That's not true at all.
Okay, well, that's what I believe.
3 men haven't.
Now, see, this is what they haven't done. They're looking at 20-year-old geeks and nerds and losers. The type of people that Myron is, that Sneeko is, that Barbados guy is, Fit. Okay, geeks, losers, guys who never could get women in the first place. At 21, they got less experience than most people. I agree with that. That is the truth. If they want to go ahead and say it, they're saying 21 and 21. So she went with that. And she said it. He said 21 and 21. She went with that. But what they're doing is they're taking out the 21-year-old guys who are just as good at this shit as I am. And they're only looking at the geeks and the losers. And nobody cares about that. I don't, and the women don't either.
Had sex in the past year or are virgins in the West. 1 in 3 men. There's more virgins in the West.
You said in the West?
Sex, yeah.
You said in the West?
Yes.
We're in the East Coast.
This is the West of the world. You got the country thing wrong. Don't try to do the geography. You got the as a country. This is
that's fine.
The West is the West.
She don't even understand what they're saying. She's like, okay, so she tried to break it down to something that she's getting, and they think that that's funny. But the thing is right here. If they went to the geek and nerd thing, if they said that to her, 21-year-old geeks and nerds and red pill guys who can't get women are having a problem, the women would definitely agree with them. Because I do, and I think everybody else would too.
Western world.
Okay, so Western European psychology, like maybe the
first world countries.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
I get what you're saying. Your point of view, the guys that you know do that, but the whole.
Now, he keeps talking about first world countries. That's like Germany and Europe and Italy and all these places. That's not the West. Those are first world countries. America is not the only first world country in the goddamn world. That's another thing too. These guys are not expanding their horizons. They've not been past what they see in America. The geeks and the losers of America, actually, because they don't even see the whole thing.
Landscape of men around the world, especially the West, definitely don't get laid. And as well, your local CVS and Mass, your local.
Wait, did you say the vast majority of men don't get laid?
Exactly right.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Bro, the top earners are getting laid. The average guy is already getting laid like that. And if you
Didn't
want
Seago just say it's high
Okay,
now?
now he just went ahead and said the average guy, the geeks and the losers, not the above average. I'm go get a hard charger guys. They're even admitting that. I already said it before even it came out of Barbados guys' mouth. No, the losers ain't gonna get shit. Only the ambitious, hardcore charging guys are gonna be getting a bunch of women. So I said it, and he agrees. Barbados guys thinks what I think, but he doesn't understand that he's talking to people. And nobody gives a fuck about the losers.
But it's still 30% haven't had sex. 1 in 3. So the majority of men, 66.6%.
Yeah, maybe once or twice a year, but it's way less than the
compared to women though. It's way less.
So you guys are just sitting up here having sex
real
once
quick,
or twice
because
a
I'm
year?
pulling up stats on this because here. So the average American loses his or her virginity at 17. Virgins make up 12.3% of females and 14.3% of males. So it's a little bit higher on the male side, but not that much. It's 2 points higher. For ages 20 to 24, which is the age group she's talking about.
Thanks. Not that high, but a little bit higher.
Well, shit, he just went and hit statistics on their ass. So I wonder what Myron's going to do about that. Because Myron always got statistics to back up his shit. So when he just said that, I seen Myron got quiet and she agreed to it, which is what I just did, just got done saying before then. I didn't need them statistics to tell me that shit. I don't need a statistic to tell me that. I can see it every day of my damn life. But let's go on. Well, Myron can't see this. Fit can't see this. Fresh, Barbados guy, I don't even know that dude's name. Robin. I'm going to call him Robin from now on. When I'm talking about Fresh and Fit, it's like Batman and Robin. Okay? So Robin agrees with that in some ways, and Robin's got his ways of thinking about it. Of course, his shit is quiet because Batman got to talk all the time. But Batman don't know what he's talking about either in this case. So he just got hit with statistics. So let's see what he's going to say.
Well, I mean, you also keep in mind that women, almost always underreport
that's all they got.
Their sexuality, right? For obvious reasons, right? Their stigma, and men overreport theirs. So,
okay, but you said 21. Basically, and let's really be honest about it.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
When you get to 21, you're basically just becoming out of a teenager. In American society, now you're technically considered an adult at 21,
but there's a big difference, though. A woman is at her peak at 21. A man is still fairly low value at 21.
And as well, who puts in all the work?
Okay, that's not women's fault, and nobody had to give a fuck. If you ain't gonna, like I just said, if you ain't ambitious enough to make something out of yourself, the men that are ambitious like me don't give a fuck about people like these guys. They're losers. They're complaining about guys who don't want to do shit with their life and then women not wanting them. That's bullshit. It's like, let's just go.
Girls are short and they get laid. We gotta actually have some game. Yeah, at least tall, somewhat successful if we can.
Why are they complaining about this? Why is this a complaint? It's one thing I want to figure out.
And be at 21, it's not easy.
And maybe. Well, you guys are triggering the fuck out of me. When you say girl has to put in, when you say girls have to put in no work, well, because you keep.
Yeah, I agree with the dude with the blue hair. I'm getting triggered too. You probably can notice I'm getting triggered. But let's see what he's got to say, because they about to get game dropped. They're getting game dropped on them by a dude with blue hair, a blue wig on, or maybe he colored his hair. I don't know. I'll find out one day, I guess.
Keep conflating the sexually. When you say girls have to put in no work and they get laid, triggered. That is true for an average guy. It's not going to be true for the top 10%, top 5%, top 1% dude. Top 1% guy is not busted girls. He doesn't have to.
Bro, oh my god, dude, he will anything on a slow Tuesday.
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to, but he might.
I
don't know. In your world,
is that how you feel?
How many? Okay, hold on. I'm curious. For a guy that's like decently clouded up on YouTube, how many unique women do you think he could a year?
A lot.
If you had to guess, if you had to put a number to it.
Could or would
could theoreally.
It's a very nuanced question.
Well, because mine now, I'll tell you mine. I think that an average clouded dude on YouTube, an average clouded dude, if he was trying, could easily over 50 women a year. One new woman a week, easily.
You have a very high expectation.
Bro, you really don't think so? Okay.
No, man.
No. Actually, he's telling them shit based on their own damn rules, because they keep saying that the guys with the most money are getting the most women, and he's saying the same thing, but then they said, no, that's wrong. See, that's the problem with these jokers. They're ass backwards. You have to be an idiot if you find anything that Myron Gaines says to be doggone sensible. He is just as backwards as and emotional as a woman. I would go as far as to say that he probably is very feminine. He is very feminine. Myron Gaines is very feminine.
I see a lot of guys that come on the show as guests and stuff like that. They're caught it up. I'm like,
awkward. They might look, but kind of awkward. They don't really know how to talk to girls. It's kind of.
Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, if it's an awkward dude, but if it's a guy that's like decently raised.
I just got done with saying geeks. Yes, if it's geeks, yes, it's this way. If it's geeks, if it's people who are socially awkward, yes, we agree with you. The socially awkward losers like you, like Sneeko, like Myron, are going to have problems unless y'all get a bunch of money, and then y'all only going to get women that act silly, like the one that I did the video on with my with Fresh and Barbados guy's girlfriend. All right, that video was called "Rich and Still Got to Can't Get Classy Women."
I mean, he's like the most fucking manosphere.
Not rizzed up.
Making documentary videos, editing all day.
They're behind a computer screen doing content, but they don't know gaming. Talk to people like
those Fortnite streamers don't know how to talk to women.
So square this for me. Now you're telling me that these high value men can't f a lot of women. How does that make sense earlier with you saying
you're calling a gamer?
See, he's hitting him with the same shit, dude. I wish I could be that with that dude with the blue hair right now, because I'd probably get up and knock them niggas out. I couldn't take it. Because they sound like stupid ass females. They're trying to talk smack about women, but they sound like women themselves. Undecided emotional jokers.
No, I'm saying a clouded up dude on YouTube or something.
Give me an example.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you.
Who? Is anybody on YouTube with over 500,000 subs? He's not like a Fortnite.
Okay, let's use a person that came on here. Steve will do it.
It's not that.
Do you think
you're kind of looking at it from like a black and white standpoint? You got to remember that there's high status guys that struggle with women, and there's guys that are lower status that still fuck a bunch of girls. Yeah. Like the thing is that. Here's the thing.
Hold on, I agree with what you just said.
Yeah,
but that's totally at odds earlier with your whole spiel earlier about hypergamous guys.
Thank you for stopping him. Thank you, homie. Thank you for shutting this dude down and then saying, okay, I get you with that. But you said earlier this right here. See,
top 20%, bottom 80% constantly. But now you're telling, well, top guys can struggle, bottom guys could pull, which I agree with. But now that's like the blue pill shit, where that's like we get to the red pill and we go to like the PUA guys. Like, if you got game, any guy can get any girl, which I tend to agree with more.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that you're missing.
Sure.
The guys at the lower level have something exceptional. Whether they're extremely attractive or they're charismatic, but they have something at the lower level.
Or tall.
The guys at the top level, they might have the status, but they're fucking awkward. You know what I mean? So a guy that has some game that's good looking can still go ahead and kill it, even though his socioeconomic status sucks. So he'll get a girl, he'll get laid here and there, but retention is going to be a problem. Because at some point, a girl's going to be like, oh, okay, I can't take anything serious with you because you're a fucking bum. So that's why I tell guys, you got to have everything. So it goes both ways. There are bums that can get girls, and there's guys that have money that can get girls, and it goes the other way around, where there's bums that can get girls, and then there's bums, guys that have status that can't get girls. So it depends on the guy.
You think a decently clouded guy, and it could be the case here, isn't it? You think a decently clouded guy on YouTube that can, he doesn't have to be like the most raised out guy ever, but he's not autistic, that this guy would like desperately any possible woman that talked to him. He wouldn't be able to say no to anything.
I'm saying if he's at a party with friends, there's girls there. Oh, she's kind of cute. All right, I'll do it.
Kind of cute is different than busted girl that puts in no effort. Because like a kind of cute girl that's putting in minimal effort is still spending 30 minutes on her hair, 30 minutes on makeup, is doing all sorts of shit. Well, she even shows up at the party, right?
A man's natural inclination to want to like just bust a nut. Like
but the natural inclination changes based on what's available to you. I think it changes.
It can.
Yeah.
But let's say nothing's available right now.
But if nothing,
see, and the problem is they wind up having to keep agreeing with the dude because see, if they're gonna be on their logic and their statistics, then they're gonna have to keep agreeing with him. The same way if I would sit here and talk with these guys, they'd eventually have to keep agreeing with me. And the thing is, like, I would get pissed off. I would hit them in the face because I would be like, "You are a dumbass." So I probably wouldn't even talk to them. If they asked to talk to me, I probably would say no. You know, because I just wind up smacking the fuck out of one of y'all because you sound like a kid, and I'm a grown ass man.
things available right now. How are you a clout? Oh, right now?
Yeah, like, dude, like for example.
But if you've got like all these girls that are like on call, you can fly anybody out in the world. You can do whatever that you can go talk to anybody in your city. But if you saw a busted up girl at a party and she was like, I want to you'd be like, I have to. Like a decently clouded out guy.
See, you're saying, for example, he can't ever do it. I'm just saying he can if he wants to.
Yeah, but he wouldn't.
How would you know?
Because why would you? Bro, you can call a better girl and go f her.
Okay, here's the thing.
Whoa, did he just hit this dude with some freaking facts? He shut him up too. These dudes constantly getting shut up on their own show. But you know what? They got a bunch of geeks that follow them. So you know what I'm saying? Oh God, this shit is bad. It's funny though.
Destiny, you see, girls play games, dude. There's a girl that you'll hook up one time, right, and then she'll play games. Then you got to move on to the next girl, whatever. Like, girls are very fickle and flaky. Like, she'll fuck you now, and then her boyfriend hits her back. Her ex-boyfriend hits her back up, and then she starts talking to him, and she's out the roster. Like, girls drop off all the time.
I agree, kind of, but I think that's because guys play a lot of fucking games too. Because guys will run into girls that are playing games, but it's because they're playing games to get in their DMs. Oh yeah, we can chat. Like, it was so much fun hanging out with you. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, let's hook up again tonight. And then you hook up, you bust, and you're like, shit, I gotta do in the morning. Like, can you take off or whatever? And then yeah, of course, like girls start to play games because guys are playing the same game. I think if you're upfront with a girl and you're like, yo, you want to fuck? That's all I'm into. That's all I'm looking for, whatever. And she's either like, yeah, sure, or no. And then you can figure out
that's like,
they don't all say that is absolutely not.
That doesn't work.
I literally wait, and you're clouded up on YouTube.
It doesn't work, man. Girls want your time. They don't want easy sex. We want easy sex. They want our time.
I feel like
don't give out bad advice to men and tell them to say
it's not advice to normal men. It's advice to clouded guys, which is what you guys talk about 90% of the time.
Never worked. I've never said want to and then some.
Do you want to bet right now that you couldn't go into your Instagram DMs? I know you could find at least 5 girls. Yeah, and a girl's hitting you up and you're like, hey, do you want to have a hookup? There are girls on this panel that you could tonight with little to no effort and say it's a casual one-time thing.
Destiny,
easy.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's a numbers game.
Them saying yes is one thing. Yeah. Them actually showing up, not saying, I don't know how I feel about this. Can we go on a date? Like, they're going to change their mind.
Because it's the guys trying to fuck it up. Don't do anything creepy. Don't do anything fucking weird. As long as you don't fuck it up, it's usually not that hard to land.
I mean, god damn it. If it's a dude in a blue wig sitting here telling this shit to motherfucker with goddamn muscles, that shit is ass backwards, bro. Myron Gaines makes me fucking sick. I'm telling you right now. At this point, this dude make me sick. This ain't no fucking man. This ain't no man. A doggone dude with a blue wig is telling you how to get women.
I can tell you have no experience with it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't want to make it personal. Stop. I don't want to make it personal, but I can tell you 100%. There are like 20 girls right now that I could fly out if I wanted to tonight and never see them again, and they'd be totally cool with it. But that's because I'm super upfront right at the start. When I talk to people, I'm fucking married. I'm never fucking dating you. But like, we could be friends. I'll hang out. I'll chill. We can do it. And I know there are other guys that are super clouded up on YouTube that can do it as well. But when you guys are playing all these weird fucking games, you're like, oh, like you're trying to like maneuver or do Riz or whatever. Just be upfront. Be honest. Be clear. Don't be creepy.
Destiny. Today she's with you. Then she's with me and him. It can vary. We're just saying, okay, a slow night. You're chilling with the boys. She's available. All right. Good to go. We're just saying, look, bro.
First, let me take this. Yeah, go. I'm going to be very simple about this. In the 1970s, there was a study done where when women were straight up propositioned for sex, it was a 95% failure. Now, let's go ahead and add status and clout to it. Okay? That might lower the chances to maybe a 90 or an 85% based on who the guy is. No. But you got to understand that there's multiple points.
Hell no, nigga. Hell no. Clout lowers that shit to like fucking damn near 20%. I don't know what kind of world this guy is living in. Even he has said several times, if you give a guy millions of dollars in a fucking Lamborghini, Myron Gaines has said this shit several times in his doggone shows. If you give a guy millions of dollars and the doggone Lamborghini, he'll be knee deep in bitches by the end of the week. And he ain't lying when he says that. But the problem is with dude with the blue hair is getting him right. You're contradicting what the hell you keep saying. But see, the reason why it is that way, because he ain't a man, and the people that's following him, they ain't either. So if he sticks to his game and he sticks to it's just this way, he's gonna lose all of his doggone followers.
failure when you deal with a woman.
For sure.
Hey, want to? Sure. Next day changes. I don't know how I feel about this. And then she comes over to your place. Do you mind if we go on a date? I don't know. Like girls change their mind based off how they feel. They don't want to feel like whores. So if you say, she might say yes up front. Then when it's time to actually do it, she changes her mind, etc. So what I'm saying is that there's multiple points of failure when you deal with a girl. Girls flake a lot. Girls feel this way. They feel that way. Guy hits them up. Boyfriend hits them up. They're on their period. There's so many different variables that can come in them up for you. Now I get what you're saying. Yo, just proposition them. Be honest with them. That doesn't work for most guys.
Sure. I'll say the last thing I'll say, and then you can do whatever, because I don't want to go back and forth. But like, I agree with you that women will play games, but more often than not, just from the DMs that I've seen, from the people, women and men that I talk to, it's usually because the guys are playing games too. If you're up front, you might get shut down immediately. But like, if you're up front and she's up front, like usually things go okay. But if you're playing games, you're sitting there like, good morning, hearts, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to come over tonight? And you're only looking to bust? Of course shit is going to get
okay. You know what? Let's have fun with
this dude in the blue wig is dropping game on these damn weak ass supposed to be alphas. That's what's happening here.
Why do men play games? Because women start the game.
I think it depends. I think a lot of people play games for different reasons.
Let's look at this logically. Men want sex. If I go to a girl and grossly proposition her, let's fuck, and I have a 90% failure rate, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to adapt. Women want to play a game. They want to feel something. Okay, I can't just tell them, let's have sex. So now I have to play the game that women want. I have to make them feel special. The reason why men play games is because women start the game first.
It depends on who you say starts the game first, though. If a woman is out looking, she's probably not looking for sex, because women can find sex. They don't have to go out looking, right? Exactly. But so does the game start with the woman who is just looking for a relationship, or is it with the guy who's finding women that are looking for relationships, trying to just give them dick?
But Destiny,
who started the game?
How did he learn the game?
I don't know.
From experience of women playing the game first.
I'm just saying that if you're a guy and you're trying to fuck women that are only looking for relationships, who's starting the game there? Like,
I mean, Destiny, you also got.
Whoa! That was a hard question, but watch them not answer this question. Watch them not answer that question.
Nature. Human beings are creatures of the path of least resistance. If guys can get away with grossly propositioning girls for sex up front, they wouldn't play the game.
I'm not saying the normal guy can do that. To be clear, to reiterate, we were talking about top 1% high value men, because the original claim was that a high value guy will fuck a girl that puts in zero effort. Well, it was that would date a girl initially, then it's not date, fuck, but even for fucking, a busted top 20% girl is not going to go and a whole bunch of high value men. It's just not going to happen, because those guys have options, or at least from what I've seen. But I don't know, maybe it's different worlds.
No, it's not a different world. Destiny, because these same guys have explained the same thing that came out of your mouth a million times, and they know it. It's just that they're weak and bitch ass, and their following is weak and bitch ass, and they have to say certain things, and that's just what it is, homie. I'm sorry.
I guess.
It's different worlds.
It might be different worlds.
I'm just saying, men have to play games because women start the games first. Trust me, human beings are creatures of least resistance. If we could get sex just by saying let's have sex, they would. Now, going back to the higher status thing, yes, it will drop it off. Maybe not a 95% failure rate, maybe a 90% failure rate, maybe even an 80% failure rate if the guy's attracted to that girl and she knows him and watches content. But regardless, the girl is still going to want something in return. Women rarely exchange sex without some type of compensation, whether it's time, resources, feeling special, and experience, etc.
Okay, so then just a question, yes or no?
And then she had something, right? You had something?
Sure.
Okay.
So for you three, all of you guys think that you could not fuck a girl, no strings attached, be upfront with it in your DMs right now. You know that you can find one of your DMs to fuck.
That's not how it works for me, no.
Some gates are better left unopened.
And not the girls that I really want to no.
Well, no, careful. We just said busted. So this is any girl that's in your DMs. But
what's your point about busted?
Well, because he was saying that busted women could top 1% or something.
You asked me a person, I don't want to girls.
Okay, but look, so he's doing the thing. He wouldn't just a girl, right? Earlier we said men will take path of least resistance, men will a girl they can fuck, but now he's saying he would.
Girl, the astrology onion breath girl.
They're proving this dude's point right in front of the goddamn camera, and they're so damn stupid that they don't damn get it. Oh, these guys are losers.
But you wouldn't rando in your DMs?
If she's ugly, no.
Okay, so he wouldn't anything with. So he's a way exception. He's the emotional man. He's the emotional man. I like that about you. Okay, you two.
What is emotional about
you two guys? You want romance and love and pets and
I said
Netflix.
I wanted an attractive girl.
Cute. I like that. Okay, you two. You guys don't think you could find a girl to?
I like how he just shut this dude down. He ain't even talking to him no more, and that's how I would be with them. That's a damn shame that a dude wearing the doggone blue wig just treat this dude. First off, if I was Sneeko, I'd be like, hey, I'm talking to you. But these guys ain't alpha. They're not. I'd be like, hey, look, I just asked you a question. He's actively over-speaking this dude and just going at somebody else and shutting him down like a bitch. You getting shut down by a bitch by a dude with a blue wig on. These guys are losers, man.
No strings attached to your DMs. If you were to be upfront, like, hey, do you want to like meet tonight and just like hook up?
I mean, possibly, but I wouldn't do it that way.
Well, I thought you guys just said you anything. The top 1% guys are fucking in their moves. Now who's the waffle in the fucking house? What the fuck?
I am saying the average guy that's
We're not talking about average guys. I asked you two specifically.
Nigga, why you put this on me, man?
No, that's what
I'm asking both of you.
But
personal
I'm
question.
saying,
Now you gotta answer.
Mike, you put the girls on the hotspot all the time, but you guys fuck somebody no strings attached.
Do that, but why do that?
Because you guys said the guys will.
You said that you could.
Yeah, and you said you would. You said guys will anything in front of them.
They do.
Do you?
A lot of my friends, on some level, are successful, have money and status, and they just say, you know what, bro, she's here, bro. I'm just go do my shit.
Do you bitch ass dude? Do you do it? They keep going around this shit. They keep talking about how women go around shit, but these guys dancing like fucking tap dancers out here, bro. They dancing.
Room. I'm just saying, like,
do you?
Here's how you're messing it up because you're acting like.
She keeps asking them, do you? No, they can't answer the question because the thing is, they answer the question, they're gonna make the dude with the blue hair be right, and they know that. But the guys watching this, that are red pill, they'll never see none of this shit that I'm talking about because they just too damn dumb.
Oh, if you DM and you go seek it out, it's not like you want to put in the effort. Sometimes it's just available and then you do it.
Yeah.
Or like say she's in the kitchen or something and then you decide to whip it. But like the effort or calling her an Uber, some random girl that said, something unattractive about that. The scenario that you're presenting is just kind of But overall, men still would anything, but it depends on the circumstance.
This is what I joke about on stream, okay? If you want to get black pilled, okay, you watch some YouTube shit and will black pill you. If you want to get really black pilled, you talk to attractive women and you see how they live their lives, because that will the attention they get, the world they live in can be mindful. You're living a totally different existence. But the ultimate level of black pill, in my opinion, is seeing really attractive men that are in denial about how much they could pull with very little effort. Because all three of you, I know, could slay like crazy with minimal riz between the way you guys look, between the clout you have, between the money you've got, the status you've got.
We're starting
You
to
guys
put
are
in work,
acting
though,
like
to a degree. That's
not even. You're done putting in the work.
That's not true
If you
at
want to
all.
just, you're done. You put in the work. You're clouded up. You got money. You got status. You're in South Beach. In Brickell. Like,
and they still don't get it. This dude, oh, God, dog, on it. They still don't get it. These guys are a waste of fucking air. Good God.
you put in the work.
It is easier, but yes, I get that part.
You're
But
still in
like,
the
bro,
game.
you can't just like be. Okay, you can. That's it. But like, to be honest with you, bro, you're liable for like screenshots being posted everywhere. Oh, look what he's saying to girls, bro.
What, then you want to you think somebody's gonna post a screenshot and say, "Oh, look at this creepy guy. He said he wants to f my pussy." That's so
every single day, someone's being told by the social media world, "Oh, he did this and that. Look at the screenshot, dude. You can play many different ways." I'm just saying, bro, like to do these things the right way to protect yourself as a man as well. You gotta move a certain way. You can't be doing risky shit like that all the time. And if you do, someone's gonna say, "You know what? I want clout too as well. I'm gonna post that shit."
You had something, right? I want to make sure the girls get their things in. Go ahead.
I mean, we totally veered off this topic.
Sorry.
This is going off of like when you guys were saying that women, they play the games first.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to wrap my head around is, if women play games first, don't you think that's because, let's say hypothetically, they were straight up and said, I want to there's a certain, view that you guys portray on us. We don't want to look as whores. So then it's like, it's kind of a lose-lose for us. So if we play games, we're losing. If we're straight up, we're losing. So where do we even go with that?
Well, I mean, it's up to the girl, but the thing is with women is that the reason why they play the game is, yes, there's social consequences. If a girl goes up to a guy and says, "I want to just fuck," well, that guy might not respect her or take her seriously. And then on top of that, why would a girl go ahead and say, "Oh, let's just," when in reality, she can get a date out of him, she can get resources out of him, she can get attention out of him, she can take time up from him. Like, girls rarely treat, like, I look at sex as like a handshake. If we look at it strictly, right? It's just a handshake. But women don't treat it like a handshake. They treat it as a value. That's equal value exchange. Women treat it like a value loaded exchange. I need something in return. I need some attention. I need some time. I need to feel special for her to have sex. So why would a girl go ahead and trade sex for equally when she can actually get way more out of it? And what most girls do is they leverage sex for compliance or time or attention to some degree, is what most women do, aka play the game.
So
this guy is a fucking loser. Myron Gaines is a fucking loser. If he believes this shit that he's saying, he is a fucking loser.
we should play the game.
I'm not saying women shouldn't or should not, but what I am saying is that most girls play the game by virtue of this more beneficial to play the game than to be straight up. Okay. And men, in return, must play the game because when a man, and this is statistically, this has been proven, when a man sees an attractive woman, the part of his brain that actually starts to activate is the part of the brain that tries to figure out how to fix things. So he sees a hot girl. Okay, how do I get laid? And he starts going into deductive problem solving. And that's where he's like, okay, let me flex status. Let me flex my teeth, maybe. Let me flex my charm, whatever it may be. Because he knows getting sex out of a girl most of the time is going to require work to some degree. So the girl's job is, oh, you want sex from me? You'll never get this. Turns into fucking Borat. And she's like, I'm going to go ahead and make you work for it to some degree. Now, the more attractive the guy, maybe the less she's going to make him work.
You know, if women get as much a headache listening to this dude as I do, it's no wonder they have these problems.
But he still has to do something. Very rarely is going to say, okay, just fuck me. That happens sometimes, but far and few between.
Can I ask a simple question again? I won't go back and forth. So just curious, if men didn't enforce the social consequences of women sleeping around as much, would women play less games? If they weren't worried about being called a slut or a whore for sleeping around a lot, could you be more upfront with women?
Maybe.
That's a good question. So you're saying if men didn't shame women for being hoes, would they be more upfront?
Because I'll be honest, when I was in California, and again, I didn't have socials or anything because I didn't want to meet people like that. Half the women that I ended up hooking up with had no hookups in their profile. And I don't think it was because they're just playing games or whatever, but it's because they don't want to be seen as a slut. No, but that enforcement of like who's a slut, and again, I don't want to say where did the game start. Seems like it comes mostly from men.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. That's a good point. No, it is social, but girls slut shame each other more than men. Yeah, I think women slut shame each other way more than men.
As soon as they get in an argument, the first thing they call each other is a whore, a slut. You have 30 body. Oh yeah, what about that?
Yeah, but because they know men care about it.
No, because they know inherently that that's where their value stems. But so you're acting in this hypothetical world that's never going to exist. This blue pill world where like we don't give a fuck about body count at all. There's no point because this is biology. Your body count matters if you're a woman. So that's a hypothetical that makes no sense.
Men used to be the predominant contributors to slut shaming women, but I think in today's day and age, you can't get away with it. If you slut shame girls all the time, just a matter of time until you get canceled, fired, or whatever. Like a regular guy can't run around slut shaming girls like 50 years past.
No, but I don't want to use slut shaming because it's a whole thing. But I'm saying men in general will keep body counts in mind. If they didn't care, don't you think women would care less?
Yeah, you do.
Because there's a lot of women that you can't be ultra upfront because like the woman wants to be a little bit of visual because she doesn't want to seem like a whore. Even if she just want to fuck.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. They're going to play the game to preserve their value to a degree as well. But also you got to look on the upside for her. She gets way more out of it by playing the game.
Depending. I mean, unless she just wants to fuck. But maybe you guys don't believe that's a thing. So.
No, it is. It definitely. But
it's much more rare compared to men.
Yeah.
Women want our time. We want sex without any time.
Yeah, sure. And even if think about it, okay, I just want to, but you know what? I can get a dinner date out of this.
Free dinner.
Why not? Why not?
Wait, let's go to Rumble.
Okay, let me get this paused real quick because I did pause it. Look, guys, look, people. I don't think I paused that. Let me skip these ads real quick so I can say what I'm gonna say because I'm gonna pause this thing so I can shut it up. Okay, there we go. All right, because y'all know I'm a rookie at this. I ain't got all that doggone extra junk that other people got yet. Look, y'all, if you can't see it, you got problems. All right, you got problems. But this dude just sat on this panel and made all these alpha males look like dumbasses because they are dumbasses, and these guys are a waste of air. They're a waste of air and a waste of resources. These are like 2 or 3 people that's on the planet that probably should. If we got rid of all these people, we probably would save some resources, some time because we don't really need them in society. They're not members of society. They're not decent people. They're people who they're just off mentally, and I don't get it. But hey, that's what they do. But here's the thing. That dude just dropped game on them, the game that they're talking about. And then he schooled the hell out of them. So if you can't see it, that's your problem. But if you do see it, you know what it is now. And the thing I'm showing on my channel is if you keep following guys like this, that's what the hell you're going to get. And there's going to be other men like that dude with the blue hair and men like me who think that you're a total dumbass. And they made themselves like total dumbasses. But maybe you don't think so. Drop the comments and let me know. and hit that subscribe button for me. Don't send me no money. Don't send me no cash app. Don't send me no donation. I don't want that. Subscribe. And let's keep going and see what's going on for the rest of these years. It's been Tarsh Down to y'all. Go hard. Go home.